talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of us doesn't mean anything to me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two newly installed young QBs looking for some success. It's Brock Osweiler going up against Blake Bortles.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Taylor. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw is Taylor. Being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Play clock winding down. Here's Taylor, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action with Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now Taylor to throw on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Taylor to throw. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again, it's Taylor. Buying time, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Let's go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Demaryius. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A handoff. Fournette running left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Rolling to his right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Here's Taylor. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw again is Taylor. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyrod Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. first and 10. It's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, Taylor. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Taylor, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Taylor on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Ohio. 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 Come on, let's go. 1, 9. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Flex round. Flex round.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Flex round. Let's go. Ryan 38.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lavonte David. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler. Out to the right here to Wilson. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. First throw now for the backup Bortles. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Bortles. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Throwing now is Bortles. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Defense showing blitz. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So the Broncos coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
To throw, it's Bortles. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On play action, now Bortles. On the move to his left. He's got him in, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun now for Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. 20. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
On any given pass, but you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Demario Davis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Screen play, Anderson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Fournette on the counter, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They start the drive with Anderson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but Maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 3-19. Over. Gun.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And the back goes into motion. Now Osweiler on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Detroit!
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Again, Osweiler. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Forced out to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd down following the incompletion. On play action, it's Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And down inside the 15 he goes. Bortles on the hook up to Hurns for the Jaguar first down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Throwing is Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Osweiler. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
I'm telling you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And this one's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing, Osweiler. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
back now in Jacksonville.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right. Now that's
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Double tight. 4 down.
Second and 10 now, Osweiler. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Osweiler. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeJuan Smoot in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On second down, here's Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. On play action, now Bortles. Out to his left. Dancing to his left. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 42 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Bortles going to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down out outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shane Ray in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now it's Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Gerald McCoy in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Hurry up. Here we go. Back out Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the penalty, Anderson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Osweiler. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lift.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on third down, Osweiler. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Calais Campbell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watching that, Marty.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Bortles going to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His throw incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Bortles going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.